Yo, what's up? Thanks for watching. Okay, so I'm a bit late on this, and this is about Drake. Judge throws out Drake's Not Like Us defamation lawsuit against Universal Music. Wow. Did you expect this or did you not expect this? I'm like 4 days too late. This is old. I'm gonna be honest. I did expect them to throw this out. I didn't expect them to take it seriously. But let's see, lawyers for UMG previously said Drake should be accepting the loss like the unbothered rap artist he often claims to be in the wake of the Kendrick Lamar smash hit. See, the problem is the song was bigger than the rap battle. The song was really catchy. Even with the lyrics being what they are, the actual hook and the song was really catchy, man. You just couldn't get your head like that. Dun, 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 dun. Not like us. They're not like us. It's a really catchy song. And Drake's songs were just rap battle songs, but he came with something that was really a catchy. That's how you win a battle. You know, take that from Nas, cause like Ether, it wasn't really like a catchy song, but Ether was a really good song. The beat was good, the hook was good, and like as long as the lyrics are somewhat truthful or somewhat, you can damage your opponent. You can win a rap battle with a song that's really good. And Jay-Z was hitting us with battle rap songs. Yeah, he can rap. None of them were on the level of Ether. And the same thing with this. This song, all the other songs, I can't even remember half of the rap battle songs that Drake was releasing. But the one that stuck was the Not Like Us. And I remember academics playing it, and the chat with this went up in fire, man. They're like, this song is really catchy. And even academics had to admit to it himself. He's like, this song is catchy. And I know he was rooting for Drake. He could not deny the song was catchy. Drake's I just spun off on the tangent there, man. I went something out. Drake's federal lawsuit against his own record label, Universal Music Group, for their involvement promoting Kendrick Lamar's diss track Not Like Us is officially over after the federal judge threw it out on Thursday, October 9th, reports the Associated Press. Imagine this, yeah, you're on your label and you're trying to sue them. This is going to be some bad blood between them now, because I think we're at a level where Drake has made enough money, and I think he's looking to leave the label soon. You can't pull a move like this and still be underneath them, and they're gonna still promote you the same way they've been promoting you, because they've already put Drake as an artist. They were putting him front and center mostly all the time, to a point even when some of the tricks he's been accusing them of giving Kendrick Lamar, they've been doing for him. They've been putting him front and center. They pushed him everywhere, and now he's upset that it didn't work in his favor. So in the ruling, Judge Janet A. Vergagas stated that I know I missed the name, that the song is a series of opinions, not defamatory allegations, and listeners were aware of such. It's a rap battle. What do you expect? You say things. Some people just make things up. Although the accusation that plaintiff is a pedophile is certainly a serious one, just made me laugh. The broader context of the heated rap battle, with incendiary language and offensive accusations heard by both participants, would not incline the reasonable listener to believe that. Not like us. Let's see, where were we? Verbally facts and about the plaintiff were Judge Vargas. In the lawsuit, Drake also claimed that the popularity of the Not Like Us was to blame for attempted break-ins to his Toronto residence and a security guard getting shot. Okay. The single artwork depicts an aerial view of his mansion from Google Maps and are overlaid with more than a dozen sex offender markers, which Judge Vargas said obviously exaggerated and doctored. She added, no reasonable person would view the image and believe that in fact law enforcement had designated 13 residents in Drake's home as sex offenders. She got a point. Got a point there, man. Got a point there. That's hilarious. After the lawsuit was thrown out yesterday, Drake's legal team released a statement saying, we intend to appeal today's ruling and we look forward to the Court of Appeals reviewing it. UMG shared their own updates following the ruling, stating, from the outset, this suit was an affront to all artists and their creative expression and never should have seen the light of day. We're pleased with the court's dismissal and look forward to continuing our work successfully promoting Drake's music and investing in his career. What? wait, that's the most hilarious line ever. After he tried to sue them, they're like, oh yeah, we're still cool with him. We're still making money off his ass. Don't worry. We're still gonna make money off his ass. It's okay. The slave tried to sue the master, but we're gonna come back and make money off of it. Because this is what this is. These record companies, you're in like a slavery thing to them. It's like the slave trying to sue the slave master at this point. Drake's filed, and that's a bad analogy, but you know you gotta look at it in a way that unless you're off the label, you're literally a slave to them. You get to fulfill your contract. So that's the way I look at it that way, man. A lot of people do see it that way, that you're always gonna be indebted to them some way or some form. Drake filed the lawsuit against UMG back in January, alleging that the major label intentionally published and promoted Not Like Us despite knowing it contained false and defamatory allegations against Drake and suggested listeners resort to vigilante justice. Drake claimed the single irreparably damaged his reputation and decreased his brand value. Eugene's lawyer asked the court to dismiss the case, framing the feud between Drake and Lamar as not unique in the world of rap, going so far to compliment Drake as a prolific rap feud combatant for his diss track with Pusha T and Meek Mill. Yeah, man, you know, remember when he was dissing Meek Mill? You don't see, I guess his major gripe is the whole pedophile allegation. So he don't mind losing the battle to Pusha T, and Meek Mill wasn't crying about losing to Drake, but Drake's upset that the whole thing that he's a pedophile really upset him, which I don't know. He's a rapper, yo. We know he's not a pedophile. I mean, I ain't gonna lie. There was videos that seemed a bit suspect on the internet, and people looking at Drake sideways like, whoa, man, you invited a girl on stage and you talking to her like that? But do we think he's an actual pedophile? No. We know it's part of the rap battle. It's funny. No, but he feels that this must have discredited and I don't know, man. He just feels like it may have just destroyed his career and his value. Which I think, like, the amount of stuff he said on a record, but I think we look at pedophiles worse than drug dealers, worse than killers. But Drake has claimed to be a gang mob killer. At one point, he was alluding to being the person that may have killed XXXTentacion. Remember, he's putting lyrics in there that almost seem like he's trying to take credit for this guy's murder. Almost alluding to it, you know. It's a bit weird, so that's fine. Like, some people, that's their favorite artist, and people like, and then he sprinkled little things about here and there about XX in other videos as well. So it's okay that someone could be a murderer, but damn, when you're a pedophile, that's the worst. That's what you don't want to be accused of. I mean, look, murderers and pedophiles, they're both bad in my eyes. I don't see one better than the other, but I just find it very strange that this guy went so far when we know he's not a pedophile, but he's upset that people are calling him a pedophile. Okay, Drake, who had no concerns using UMG's platform to publish slurs about Lamar during the rap feud, now claims that Not Like Us is defamatory. UMG's lawyers argued back in March plaintiff Drake, one of the most successful recording artists of all time, lost a rap battle that he provoked and in which he willingly participated in. Instead of accepting the loss like the unbothered rap artist he often claims to be, he sued his own record label in a misguided attempt to save his salvage wounds. I was going to say save his career, but salvage his wounds. In a statement shared with Pitchfork the March 8th, Michael J. Gottleby, Drake's lead attorney, said UMG wants to pretend that this is about rap battle in order to distract its shareholders, artists, and the public from a simple truth. A greedy company is finally being held responsible for profiting from the dangerous misinformation that has already resulted in multiple acts of violence. This notion is this desperate ploy by UMG to avoid accountability, but we have every confidence that this case will proceed and continue to uncover UMG's long history of endangering, abusing, and taking advantage of its artists. Wow. Alright, I'm going to sum this up. I think that Drake's a sore loser. That's what I think. Do I think do I think this is about him being called a pedophile? No, I think this guy is a sore loser. This is Drake being embarrassed. He's been taken out of the game. He doesn't like to lose. That's Drake's MO. He hates to lose. And then that's what he doesn't like to do. I mean, he has a lot of people on his side, but not even them can save him from a hit record. And this song was everywhere. You can imagine, yeah, him walking around the streets and hearing that song. It must burn him to his core. And it's one of those things, you have to live with it. Really, you go into a rap battle, you're gonna win or you're gonna lose. The song's over now. It's always gonna be there. That's it. Just carry on with your career. By dragging this along, it's dragging the embarrassment along. Cause we could have all forgotten this, but what he's done now, he's just made it worse. You know, cause not a lot of people remember the Pusha T battle thing. Like, a lot of people knew he had a kid out there. But Pusha T kind of made it known that, yeah, you had a kid with this woman with a weird looking nose. And Drake didn't want that out there, but anyone who had knowledge of seeing him with the woman on Instagram claiming that, you know, that he had that's his child, and he's like, nah, it's not. Then he had to claim the child because it was his. And, you know, but it's just one of those things. I think he's trying to roll out the kid like some Adidas brand or something like that. I don't know. I can't remember what was going on. But it is a sad thing when somebody tries to sue their own label and still be on the label, man. Sue the label and leave. But it looked like he may have a little bit more. I think some people saying the Iceman may be his last album. Might be. Because they're saying he's near enough, about 800 million up. I don't know how much Drake has, because with music and the hip hop industry, everyone's always claiming to be near enough a billionaire. And then once you see their financials and they get into a bit of trouble. It's stuff like this when they start to try to sue people and they start going against the machine that created them. That's when the machine starts to try and destroy them. It happened with Diddy, where, you know, he went against what was bringing in his most money, and out of nowhere all this dirt came up about him. I was like, oh, Diddy's been doing dirt and horrible things for years. Why have it all of a sudden we start to see all this pop up about him? And because he went against the machine. And this is what Drake is doing now. He's trying to expose the system that was there for a long time, that was working in his favor. And now it's not working in his favor. He's like, oh, well, I'm going to expose it now. You've been doing this. You've been putting bots on him. These are K-bots, making him look like he's outperforming me. But they did that for you, Drake. And you knew about it. Everybody knows how the industry works now these days. There is no more like natural growth for artists these days. Everything's manufactured mostly. You do get some artists grow naturally, organically, but mostly if they want you to blow up, they will make you blow up. They will fake the TikTok views, put the bots on your songs, and then you start to see someone artificially grow. Even the biggest artists do it, because Drake, you wouldn't feel that Drake would need to do these type of shady behaviors. But he was doing it, and it worked in his favor. But when it's done against him, he's upset. End of story. Like, subscribe, I'm out.